What's up, YouTube? Tim over here at Higgs Garage. We got the F-150 back out again, as you guys can see. Gonna do a little trick. So these trucks have a problem with the rear window defrost, shattering these back glass. If you have an F-150, you may be familiar with that already. But if not, it is a problem. Using the defrost up on the front control panel underneath where the radio is will sometimes shatter that back glass. However, let me get out of the sun for you guys. The heated mirrors are also on that. So not using it and you have frost or ice all over the mirrors, it's not going to melt off. So, and to prevent from somebody accidentally hitting it, the button, whether maybe they borrow your truck or whatever, we are going to go ahead and do the bypass on this. So do this at your own risk. I take no responsibility, as always. But we're going to go ahead and put a little bypass wire in to eliminate the use of this back or this rear defrost on this truck. So hopefully we don't ever have that problem of that back glass breaking, but we can still defrost our mirrors. So without further ado, let me show you guys what we got so far, which the back seats are pulled down. And I did this off camera just because it's kind of no way I can really show you guys on camera. But if you look here, there's a little hook, and the way you want to do it is that latches, and there's no way to get it. There's no like strap or anything. You'll lift this bottom piece up just a little bit, and it'll lift up and give you enough access to get your hand back behind here to lift up on this latch here. Excuse me. To let the seat pull forward. They do have a kit, and I do have it installed on this side. You can see that little red tab with the strap, so you can just reach back and grab it. You can pull it on both sides, I believe. This one's a little easier to get to. That one was harder. I just put it on there. There's normally car seats in this truck, so it's not me getting back behind these a lot anyways. But something you guys may want to, while you're in here, just go ahead and put on. They don't take long. They're really easy. They're really cheap. I think you can get them on Amazon, 10, 15 bucks, something like that. So that's the first thing. You're gonna lower your seats down. Next thing, we're gonna pop this back cover off. So you're gonna just pull this out gently. Let's see here. We don't wanna tear it or break it or anything like that. The clip. Pop the clip out. Pull it down. And you'll expose your rear defrost wires. Will be these two right here. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and unplug that. And the reason you can't just unplug it and leave it is because then up there the button is not going to work properly, because then the circuit is now not complete. So once you have all that disconnected, you're gonna go ahead and you can look down in here, if the camera will focus, and you see you have the two spades. Try to good angle, whatever. You see there's two spades in there, and that's what we're going to need to connect. So to do that, we're gonna take two of these, and they will fit right on there. And these are just little connectors. I picked these up at O'Reilly's. You guys can take a look. And then I got a piece of 14 gauge wire. I got some heat shrink, some electrical tape, heat gun, some wire strippers. So let me set you guys up, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna strip off two ends. Come on. And then we are going to attach those ends so we can connect those spades inside of that plug. So let me set you guys up, and then we will put this together. All right, so let's take our piece of wire. We're gonna strip off just the end here. Okay, so get that put in there, crimp it down. Good. Now, what I almost forgot is I am going to put heat shrink over this. So Wouldn't want to, if I would have did both sides, I would have had to either skip it or redo it. So put a piece of heat shrink. That's what I'm gonna do, not necessarily if you don't want to. And we're gonna shorten this up just a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Another piece of heat shrink. Oops. Okay. Slide this over. All right, cool. So now we have this. We just need to go hit it with the heat gun real quick, and we will have our jumper. I will be right back. I'm gonna run over here, hit with the heat gun, and I'll be back. All right, everyone. So sorry I didn't show you. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just heat it up with a heat gun, or like I said in previous video, a butane lighter, like a cigar lighter, works really well. But yep, just shrink your heat shrink on. Now we got our jumper. So I'll take you guys back over to the truck and we'll get this plugged in. All right, so now that we're back here, we got our jumper. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. All right, and boom, it's been bypassed. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back where it was. Put that there, and I'm gonna stuff this little thing on there. I know I talked about marking these earlier and plugging it back in and stuff like that. So I was thinking that it might be easier just to de-pin this and connect it all together. And while doing that, or attempting to do that, I decided this jumper is probably a much better idea. Much easier to plug back in if you wanted to put it back the way it was, or if you sold the truck and somebody else wanted it back the way it was. You don't have to worry about removing the old, all the stuff that you would end up doing if you de-pinned it and then repinning it and put it back together. So this is a little easier. Not any need to really mark anything, because just you want to put it back, you just unplug it, plug this back in. So let's head up to the front and we will test out our button, make sure the lights come on, everything works. We're back here in the truck, fired it up, and if you can see down here, here's our rear defrost button. And before, this truck did have intermittent problems where it wouldn't do anything. If you did push it, the light wouldn't come on, wouldn't do nothing. So now the rear window is bypassed, and we can go ahead and just push this, and we know that our heated mirrors are now working. So one way you can test that is wait till it gets icy, test it out, or go ahead and get you like a heat gun or a temp gun, not a heat gun, a temp gun, and check the glass as you have it on as it gets hot. So there you go. All right, everyone, short video today. Hopefully it was helpful to you guys. Maybe it'll save somebody's back glass from shattering. I was fortunate enough to not have mine shatter. And actually a subscriber had asked me if I was going to cover this, and I did not have any intentions to really cover it, but I am very glad that they suggested. It will be a good mod for this truck, save the back glass, of course, and maybe help some of you guys out there, be able to just do it yourself real quick, put you a jumper in there, and be able to use those heated mirrors without the worry of replacing this back glass. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for the love and support. Make sure to leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe if you have not already, and we will catch you next time.